Okay, so you've come in and had a look at your ads and they're not feeding out. I know that panic and you wonder why they're not feeding out. Well, there are a lot of reasons why that could be, and some of those are as simple as not having turned the ads on. So when you make sure, so I've written here on Facebook, make sure all your ads are turned on, not just the ads, but the ad sets and the campaigns. So often you'll turn the campaign on, the ads, but some of those ad sets are off. The whole line needs to be turned on for those to feed out. The second thing, which so many people are caught out with, is when you're checking your ads, when you're in your ad account, at the top, you can select what date range you want to see your results in. And if you've gone and selected dates for last month or out of your campaign time limit, you may not see any results. I've done that so many times, come through and panic because I can't see any results from the last week, but I've set where I'm actually looking at the week before. So don't get caught out with that. The third thing that may be happening, so I've made a little bit of a list here, not only the date range on where you're actually looking, but have a look at the actual ad. So go into your ad sets and check that the date range is correct. So you haven't made your ads start for a month later or different dates to what you're expecting them to run. So that also may be an issue of why they are not feeding out, or they've actually ended. So you thought that you had a long-term campaign, but you've put an end date and that end date has been reached. So another really simple reason why they couldn't be running out, couldn't be feeding out. The other thing to have a look at is, and I'll just skip down to the bottom here, is approvals. Sometimes your ads aren't approved and you may not get notification. I've got it set up that I get an email every time an ad is approved or not approved, but you may not have received that notification. You should be able to see if those ads are not approved pretty easily. There's normally a big red warning sign that there's an issue with your ads. So you can just go on, don't edit your ad, rather create a new ad or duplicate your ad, because sometimes by making an edit, you don't really get Facebook to reassess that ad. They're trying to, they're reassessing the ad instead of looking at it as a whole new ad. So my suggestion is, if you have an ad that has been running and has stopped, go through and recreate the ad before submitting that again. The other reasons why your ads may not be running out is your budgets and budget limits. So if you've gone and put a campaign limit on your ads, so go into your campaign part of your ad account, have a look to see if you have any limits put in, because very often that is one of the cases, or that is probably the biggest case of why I see ads aren't running out. People have gone put a campaign limit and then they've wanted to extend their campaign, so they've added more budget, they've changed their dates, but they forgot to change the campaign limit. So go and check that campaign limit. If there's still no, if it's still not feeding out and that campaign limit is good, go and have a look at billing. Because remember, there are two places where you can have your ad account limits: within the ad account at campaign level, but also in your billing settings. So go to your billing settings and make sure that you don't have a limit set on your full ad account over there. And if you do, you're going to need to either remove it or extend it. We also have things that could be a problem with your ad. So while I've got here approvals, part of that would also be part of what's happening off Facebook. So most of what we're speaking about here is on Facebook, but what about why your ads aren't approved? Well, it could be things like landing page issues. So if you've written the landing page incorrectly in your ad when you've put it in, Facebook is actually checking to see if those landing pages are real landing pages. If they're not, there may be an issue there and your ads won't run out. With your landing page issues, you may also have an issue where Facebook doesn't think that the ad you are running and the Facebook or the landing page that the ad is going to are relevant. They don't believe that what you are advertising and what people are seeing when they click is going to be the same thing. So Facebook may disapprove those ads. If that is the case, you may need to change your copy or your imagery to match your to match your website a little better. The other issue is Facebook's very against clickbaiting. So if you are running an ad that is find out why, and it's a bit sensational, Facebook doesn't like that clickbaiting. It doesn't like sending people through to those websites. So again, if your ad and your landing page are a little misleading, you may have those banned. And again, so against Facebook terms and conditions. So if your landing page, so while we know what we can and cannot advertise on Facebook, if you're trying to be a little sneaky and your Facebook ad is suggestive but not exactly telling you what the ad is about, and people go through and it's something that Facebook is banning, so weight loss, medical, drugs, alcohol, that sort of thing, Facebook may pick that up on your landing page and also disprove your ads. The one thing though that I haven't gone over, and it's the one that's hardest to pick up. So if you've gone through all of this, your ads are approved, the landing page is fine, you've gone through your budgets, your dates are fine, all your approvals, the issue is going to be your audiences. What that means is if you have a sales funnel and you're trying to target, for instance, people who've been on your, your training course landing page, and you're trying to retarget those people, if there isn't enough traffic on that landing page, those ads are not going to be able to feed out. So if everything else is right, go and have a look at your pixel. Go and have a look at how much traffic is going onto those landing pages, and then assess from there whether you think there's a big enough audience for Facebook to be able to feed out ads. That isn't only to landing pages. That is if you're trying to retarget video views. That's trying to be if you've got a customer list that you've put in. Your customer list may have 20,000 people, but Facebook may only have been able to link, say, 50 or 100 of those people. That is too small an audience for Facebook to feed ads out to. So there are numerous things that you should be looking at. If your frequency is too high, your cost per click is too high, you'll start to notice those ads will start feeding out less and less and less, but it won't stop the feed out altogether. If you are noticing that your ads are starting to get expensive and they're not really producing really well, then go and have a look at those other things. This is more just if you've gone and had a look and nothing is happening in those ad sets or in those ads. These are the things you should tick off your list first, and then go and have a look at your other results to see if there isn't something else that you might be able to pick up.